Everybody who travels, or I'll say everybody, a lot of people who travel around and go to different shows and things, usually have a tool tote that you carry your tools in and any blocks of wood and things like that. I know there's a few places that you used to be able to get carving totes from that are no longer in business. A friend of mine, Charlie Simpson, passed last year. He used to make tool totes that we could get from him. It seems to be limited as far as where you can get tool totes. So somebody wanted to know about tips or places to find a good tool rack or bag these days. Has anybody ran across a good supplier of totes, or what do you use as far as your tool rack or tool bag goes?
Hey, Blake, this is Ducky.
Hey, go ahead, Duck.
Being from the military, I like the Pelican cases. They're very heavy duty. You can put them in, you can throw these things around pretty good, but Pelican cases are very expensive. I was at Harbor Freight not long ago, and they make a case similar to the Pelican case. It's very sturdy, and it's a lot less expensive, and you can get them in different sizes. I bought a 6x8, and shoot, I bet you I can get 20 knives in this case. So that's a easy way to keep them where they don't get thrown around or dinged up or anything like that.
Hey, and I don't know if you have it handy. Can you show that to everybody?
I sure can.
Gotcha. Nice. Thanks, Ducky.
I got all these knives in here too. All right. It's got padding in it, so you can do just about anything with it.
Thank you for that. Anybody else have any other suggestions, or what do you use to be able to carry your tools with?
Blake, I got these on QVC, believe it or not. They're called lock and lids, and they're pretty streamlined. I put wood in one. I got all my tools. They have nice handles, so I could just take them and go.
Nice. So Nikki Reese also suggested a tackle box. Tackle box is always a good alternative as far as tool racks go. I know there's some videos out on YouTube where you can go out and see how other people have designed their own tool racks. I know Alan Goodman produced one many years back that's out there still on YouTube as far as his box goes, and his is one of probably the bigger boxes that I've seen. But I also know that finding boxes for sale are few and far between. I know that Bob Statlander carries a few. You can sometimes reach out to him. I will say that someone donated a box to us, and I can't get to it right now, but I'll grab it here in a few minutes. We're probably going to be doing an auction on that knife to benefit the International Association of Woodcarvers. It's got a Lazy Susan type bottom on it, so it spins. So if you got a tool on the other side that you're trying to get to and you want to spin it around and get to it, it's pretty handy to do that. It's got glass front and back. So that'll be something that we advertise in the future that we'll probably be doing an auction on, and we can ship that out. Also just saw Kevin Anderson put in the chat that you can look on Pinterest for ideas to make your own. Etsy probably has some ideas out there that you can look at as well. But again, toolboxes are kind of few and far between as far as they go, but you can definitely make your own, customize them the way that you want them, and be able to carry as few or as many tools as you need. So,
Blake, I actually bought one in IKEA. IKEA do one. It's like an old type sewn box.
Right. So
you have the one big tray on the bottom, and then you open it up on either side. And I think I bought that for about €20 maybe. It's made out of 1/4-inch plywood, so it's light. And you can move the compartments around in it. I found that very good.
Thank you, Nick.
Hey, Blake.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Mitch.
Hey, Mitch, what's going on, buddy?
All right. You can always repurpose other tool manufacturers' boxes. So, like, that's a flex cut. And also, you were talking about tackle box. So this was a small tackle box that has compartments in it. They're not adjustable like the gentleman before just mentioned, but I put little pieces of foam in there to keep them from shifting around so much. So those work, and I use those for travel, for quick teaching sessions. And then another option, sorry, I'm out of frame. Another option is a cigar box that's got the little trays in there for cigars. So mostly I keep knives in there. It's not quite big enough for most gouges. I think the OCC tools will fit in there. And then for the tackle box, the little smaller piece, and for the cigar box, I've got a repurposed bag that was a drill. It was a bag for carrying around a drill, a portable battery drill, and it opens up and the cigar box fits in there. Perfect. So I can carry it. It gives me a way to close it up and also a handle to carry it with. So there's a handle.
Hey, Mitch, do you know if you can use those for traveling on airplanes? Is that a good way to take stuff with you if you're flying somewhere?
Yeah, but you can't carry it on. You have to check it. So
There you go.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Mitch.
You're welcome.
I was going to show
Hey,
this
Blake.
real quick. This is the toolbox that I was telling you about. It's got a Lazy Susan on the bottom, so it spins around. Quite a few holes on the top. There's a drawer on the front. Again, somebody donated this to our group, and so again, we'll be auctioning this off. We've got to figure out a way that we can ship that so that we can get that out to the winning bidder. But again, this is a good option as far as a box goes. If you want to have a box that you can put all your tools in and you can carry it with you. So something like this would be recommended. But again, it's hard to find people that make these kinds of things anymore. So if you can get your hands on one, it's really nice to go ahead and grab it.
Hey, Blake, I've always used a thing called a Woodcarver's tool tote.
Right.
And I just looked him up on the internet and he's no longer making them, but it was Bob Clark out of Fernley, Nevada. And he said that he may share his plans in the future, which I don't know what that means, but
yeah, and it's like this. Is it similar to this one?
in some, yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had several
without the
different
stairs.
models. Yeah.
Right.
I'd like to share with you too that Harold always used to use a cigar box, and his tools would just kind of rattle around in there. And he told us that he uses that to his advantage. He would take a small piece of sandpaper, put it in the box with his tools, so as they rattled around, they would sharpen themselves.
Well, and I think that we find the longer we carve, the fewer tools that we need. And so sometimes you end up downgrading from a big box like I've got to, a cigar box, because you just don't need as many tools as you used to. So
Yeah, the older you get, the heavier they get.
that's right.
Blake,
Hey,
I make my own. I go to I go to Hobby Lobby and I buy a box that I have there for painters, and I take them apart and put them together. I don't know if you can see this or not. And if I can get farther back, and if I've got it hinged so when it's, can you see it, guys?
yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so it's hinged. When you close it up, it closes all the way up in this way, and then I can carry it. But then when I'm carving, I have it so it opens up so I can see everything. And then over here, I have this comes out with all my sharpening stuff in it. And easy to make, not hard to make. Your tools aren't banging around. When you put them in those cases without anything holding them up, they get nicked. So this is easy to make. If anybody wants to make one, let me know. I'll be glad to help you.